Okay, before we get started, does anybody have any crack?
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's me after. I've been trying to find some crack. I don't smoke crack myself anymore, but gentrification has really ruined Hackney. Seriously, even the crack dens are getting gentrified now. I walk by my local crack den that I used to, frequent, and there's a guy who used to be old Jimmy, the old crackhead guy. He's gone. There's a new guy, beard, sailor, tats, the whole nine, hipster yard. He says, I says, what's happened to Jimmy? He says, actually, mate, it's not crack den anymore. This is a pop-up artisan crack boutique. Would you like to buy a hand-blown artisan crack pipe? So I got one. I mean, they're not very good, but it's kind of got a Popeye thing going on, Anyway, my name is Bob Hecklestein, and I used to be a happy person until I killed my dad and vowed to bring down the comedy establishment by any means necessary. Someday a rain will come and wash the hack comics and two-bit open micers off the streets of this city. So it's Frank's birthday today. I just want to say thank you to Frank for asking me out. I don't get out much these days, and I just got you a drink. Have a soda and lime on me, buddy.
Oh!
Where is it?
Happy birthday, man. Round of applause. Sorry, I'm terrible. I got real bad eyesight. I left my contacts in the toilet.
48 pounds!
Oh, yeah. Oh, and I forgot. I got you something else. It's a smoke alarm. For the club. Because, I would hate for any other promoters with a grudge to try and, screw up your den. So, get it off me after, yeah? Awesome. Fun joke there. Yeah, so I'm doing a show with the Hen and Chickens. Hen and Chickens last week of August with this guy, Dangerous T. You guys know him? Oh, yeah. I'm kind of hoping I can get him hooked on crack. Because he refuses, now don't get me wrong, don't misunderstand me, he's a very good comedian and he's very funny and I have a lot of respect for his work. But, he won't do the old material. And the old material is golden. I think maybe, if he was jonesing for crack, he might do the old material. We'll see how it goes. He's been very resistant so far. Anyway, so let's get a little read of the room. Do we have any comedians in here tonight? Let's get a cheer from all the stand-up comedians. No, better, let's get a heckle from all the stand-up comedians.
Fuck you!
My
God.
There we go, we're still alive out there. Come on, people. Show me you're still alive. Show me you can still write material. This is good, I like this. I like this a lot. I like my comedians the way I like my police officers. Dead. Bill Hicks, Andy Kaufman, John Belushi. Are you as good as those guys? Well, in that case, I'm not really interested. Comedy itself, I mean, that live comedy is dying. Nobody pays into gigs anymore. Comedians are quitting left, right, and center. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but comedy really is dying. I'm here to put it out of its misery. Yeah, there's a lot of hack comics around. There's a lot of hack comics around, and I don't want to single any individual hack comic out because that wouldn't be fair. But I think it's time that we raise the bar a little bit on comedy. I think it's time we try to determine what is hack and what is not hack. What do you guys think? We hate hack comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hack comedy. Like, oh, look at me. I brought a coffee and the barista spelt my name wrong. Unexpected item in the bagging area. You know what's hack? not being dead. You know, you gotta have goals. You gotta have goals. So, I think at my next show, or by the end of my show anyway, either T or myself or both should be dead. If it goes according to plan. You know, I'm just saying, I just want to be you gotta be the change that you want to see in the world. That's all I'm saying. I should probably do some material. Any of you guys on Twitter? I'm not. Not anymore. Apparently death threats are frowned upon now. What's the point of Twitter if you can't make death threats? God. Anyway. Hecklestein was my father's name. But you can call me the Heckler. Say my name. It's alright, you can use the indefinite article. We're all friends here. In fact, you know what? I would like to buy a soda, water, and lime for this entire audience. Get receipts. You're gonna have to give me a receipt. Tax it up. Anyway. Yeah, I like it when people say my name. It reminds me of my ex-girlfriend who died about 15 years ago now. She was the love of my life, you know, and she was an amazing woman. But we had our differences, and you know, she tragically died back in the 80s from well, they said it was respiratory failure, you know, because it was a sexual thing. She was a sex worker, you know. You guys want to guess what kind of sex worker she was?
A bad one.
You got that right. Anybody? Any more guesses? Any more guesses? No? We're not talking. This is London, isn't it? Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Just leave me alone. Just let me write my jokes. Let me Twitter. Let me like things on Facebook, and I'll leave you alone. I promise not to vote. I promise. Yeah. Anybody? Any voters in here tonight? I didn't think so. So okay, so gentlemen, a little tip, a little pro tip for you. The new Prime Minister, Theresa May. She's watching you masturbate. Can't be angry at the truth. So if you haven't been stockpiling pornography for a very long time, I suggest you go back to using your imagination. Pro tip. I've got enough to last me about 2 weeks. I'm not sure what's going to happen after that. I'm probably going to have to start, I don't know, making my own porno out of like crayon drawings or something. But yeah, my ex was a sex worker. She was the worst kind of sex worker, actually. She was a critic. Yeah, she was a critic of pornography, which sounds like a great job, but actually it's the worst job in the world. Because everything sexual loses all allure very, very quickly. She could take the lead or the gas out of any balloon or erotic situation. We'd be sitting at home watching hardcore porn, and I'd be like, "Hey, baby, there's some really hot porn. We want to, you know, get some sex going on." And she'd be like, "You see that one with the tits? 4 kids, coke habit. You still want to have sex? Not really." Yeah. Anyway, she died of sexually transmitted disease. It was very sad in the obituary. They had to put respiratory failure as the cause of death because it was taboo. What she died from, it was taboo. It was so much hypocrisy. I got so angry. I wanted to scream from the rooftops. That phony obituary was lies. Diane is dead. She didn't die from respiratory failure. People should learn from her. She should learn from her example and practice safe sex. Diane died choking to death on horse cum. Respiratory failure. Yeah. I don't put that in the Guardian obituary columns. Respiratory failure. Anyway. How's my time?
40 seconds.
40 seconds is a long time in comedy. Excellent. Yeah. Now let me see. What do we covered? Hen and chickens. Oh yeah. Look out for me on the cover of Crack magazine, and over the next few weeks, we're hoping to get free crack pipes on the cover. Yeah. You remember MTV?
Yeah.
I don't. Too much crack. I've been Bob Hecklestein, and thank you, open mic comedians.
Oh, Bob Hecklestein, everybody. Kicking off round 2. Is anybody excited about the next Suicide Squad film?
Yeah.
Popped into my head for some reason. I think it has been a good year. I mean, it's been a very bad year, but I think it has been a good year for the comic book movies, hasn't it? Did we see Civil War?
Yeah.
Yeah. No? Did people who saw Civil War, did they like it?
Yeah.
I thought it was great. That's Spider-Man. Hey guys, how's it going? They're here to see you.
Well, yeah, but Ben has to leave now, so we can't see.
Ben has to leave? Why are you leaving, Ben?
Prior engagement.
He's got his own company.
Well, no.
Wait for the ladies to turn up, and now he has to leave. That was very quick. Very quick. That's very impressive. Almost very impressive. Would you like to get around?